To my little ray of sunshine. Oh. Wow. That, yeah, I'll read it again. To my little ray of sunshine, a warm and affectionate friend. I can't read the rest. It just says a warm and affectionate friend of I can't read out what it says, and then it says happy birthday wishes, and then from, and then it doesn't say who it's from, but that looks like Otto's writing. And you know, it kind of makes me sad because I don't think Mr. Craig, aka he's also known as Otto, because that's his first name, I don't think he ever complimented me or, you know, wrote little notes like this for me or said anything nice about me or to me. And yet I'm the one who remained steadfast and true to him. Like, I stayed in contact with him even though everybody else abandoned him and stopped visiting him. I devoted my time and committed myself to a long life friendship with Otto. I would go and I would sit with him for hours and hours every Sunday. You know, I'd miss the odd Sunday, and we wouldn't really talk very much. We would just sit there and listen to music. And then sometimes, you know, I would go and I'd watch magic shows with him until I got too old, and then I would stop going to these shows with him. And the odd time he would take me shopping for my birthday so that I could pick and choose what I wanted to from the store. But it was a different type of friendship, I think. I think he felt, I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe this is not the case at all, but I almost felt like he felt obligated because I made the time to come and spend with him. I'm not certain that he cared all that much for me. Like, I never felt a connection with him. It was a strange relationship. So I'm a little jealous over. I met him when she was very young. She was probably around 11, maybe 12, maybe younger. She was a really nice girl, but well, there's just things about that I know that I'm pretty sure Otto didn't know, and maybe he would have thought differently about her if he knew what I knew about her, but I mean, she always treated him really well and was always very nice to him and was always a good friend. And maybe they would have maintained a good friendship had she not moved away, and maybe things would have been different. And I don't know. I guess I just never knew how Otto felt about me. I don't even know if he liked me that much. I mean, yes, he left me his house, but I don't think he left me his house because he liked me a lot. I always felt like he left me his house because I asked for it. I said to him, Otto, you know, I'm not trying to be rude or inappropriate, but you have no children and you have no siblings and you have no living relatives as far as I know. And when your time comes, what's going to happen to your house? And it pained me to think, because I knew that because his house was pretty much condemned, I'm surprised they didn't kick him out of it and tear it down when he was alive, but his house was pretty much condemned. He lived in his kitchen. There was no running water in any area of the house except for the kitchen. There was no heat in the rest of the house, only in the kitchen because of the wood stove. He would block off any doors that went into any other area of the house with plastic bags to try and keep out the cold. Like, it was a shack. When he passed away, the house was worth $22,000. It was a shack. It was the roof was caving in, the floor was sagging, the arches were curved. Like, I have pictures of this house that I could probably share with you one day. But it was condemned. And I knew that when he passed away, if the house, you know, if he didn't leave it to anybody in particular and the city got a hold of it, they would tear it down and, you know, something would be rebuilt on there. You know, somebody would buy it and rebuild. And it just pained me to think that this beautiful Victorian house built in 1912, even though it was falling apart and looked like a real eyesore, I knew it had potential, and I couldn't just let the idea just stand, you know, like with the possibility that somebody could take that house over and destroy it and rebuild it from scratch, and it would never look the same. It wouldn't have the same feeling. Like, I couldn't stand the idea. So I just said to him, Otto, you know, don't take this the wrong way, but would you consider leaving the house to me? Because I can't stand the idea of somebody tearing it down and rebuilding something else here that means nothing. All of our childhood memories are in this house. Your memory is in this house. I really would, I'm like, if you can trust me, because I didn't think he was going to pass away for like years and years and years and years and years. I thought maybe when I was in my 30s or older, he might pass away. And then I told him, I said that I would guarantee that the house would be restored. No matter how much it took to do it, I would restore the house. But then he ended up passing away when I was in my mid-20s, my early to mid-20s, which was a real shock. And I had this house on my hands. But I kept my word. I borrowed $223,000 and I restored that house. And it put me in debt for over 10 years, which is really minor compared to some people. But I had to work 7 days a week for 10 years to maintain the mortgage in that house and to also, you know, pay off my debt. But anyway, I don't know. I could be thinking about this all wrong, but I really don't know how Otto felt about me. And it just seemed logical for him to leave it to me because, like I said, I was the closest thing to him at the time. I mean, in my mind, because I was the one who was committed and came and seen him regularly and had good intentions. And I think he believed those intentions. He trusted those intentions. And I followed through with those intentions. And so he was right to trust me, but how he felt about me remains a mystery. I have maybe cared more for me than he let on, but he never told me or showed me in any way, shape, or form if I mattered or not.